Hi everyone, welcome back to Beauty Beyond 40. Today's video is all about at-home lasers. I get asked all the time to compare devices on my channel, and just because a device has the word laser in it does not mean it's the same at all. In fact, all of the lasers that I have in front of me right now are all very different. So I'm going to break it all down for you today and help you figure out which is going to be the best laser for you. The DermRays Revive laser, the LYMA laser, or the NIRA laser. And since today's video is sponsored by DermRays, I'm going to quickly share with you a special offer I have going on for just this community, $140 off through the end of October. So if you want to shop the Revive laser, head down to the link in my description and use my promo code at checkout to get $140 off this laser. Before we get into the rest of the video, if you're new here, hi, my name's Trina. I'm 50 years old. I make videos mostly about beauty devices. So if you're interested in that topic, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and I'll leave links to all of this down in the description so you can go check it out later. If you want to shop any of the lasers that I'm reviewing today, you can head down to my description where I'll have links and promo codes to help you save. And also, as always, I have chapters set up in this video. So if you want to skip around the video and watch only the sections that are of the most interest to you, feel free to do that. So let's get back to the video. So first up, amongst all of the lasers that I'm reviewing today, the DermRays Revive, the LYMA Original and LYMA Pro, the NIRA Precision and the NIRA Pro, and yes, I mean the Pro Plus, which has been renamed the Next Gen because it is the most recent NIRA Pro laser. So that's the one I'm going to be covering today. Of all the lasers that I have in my collection today, let's talk about how they are all the same, and then I'll get into all the differences because they are all very different. Number one, they all stimulate collagen production for healthier, smoother, and younger looking skin. You can use them on your 11s, your forehead lines, your crow's feet, your cheeks, underneath your chin here and the whole jawline, around the entire mouth area, and the sides of your neck. And you can use them on the back of your hands. Number two, they are all clinically proven to work and they are FDA cleared. Number three, they are all safe for all skin types and all skin tones. So even if you have sensitive skin, you can use all of the lasers I'm reviewing today. If you have questions or uncertainties or you want to check out the contraindications for any of the lasers, you can go to the website and read up on them, check the FAQs, or reach out to their customer service for help. All of them have wonderful customer service departments that can help you if you're unsure or if you still have questions by the end of this video. Number four, there is no pain, no redness, no downtime when using any of the lasers, which is one of the reasons they're so popular for at-home use. Number five, they don't require any gel, and if you do have to use skincare, you can use whatever skincare that you want, and I'll get into that a little bit later in the video, but that's another reason why they're so popular is you don't have to use a specific conductive gel for any of the lasers today. Number six, they all ship out pretty much globally, so wherever you're shopping in the world, you should be able to shop them. And then number seven, I use all of the lasers that I'm showing you today in my ongoing beauty device routine. And I think that's why it is very confusing to figure out which is going to be the best one for you because most people can't afford to get all of the lasers. I have them because it's my job. They're pretty pricey once you add up all of the cost of these lasers. So if you are lucky enough to have them all, you could feel free to incorporate them all into your routine, but I would assume you're watching this video because you're shopping for lasers. The holiday season is coming up and you might want to put one of these lasers on your holiday shopping list. So I'm going to talk you through how I use them all, how they're different, and which ones might be the best for you based on a lot of different factors. Hopefully by the end of the video, it will be clear to you which laser is the best for you and you'll be able to make a very informed choice. Because even though they share all of these similarities, when you get down to the technology that powers each of the lasers, it's very different. And I use them for different skin concerns. So now I will talk you through each laser on its own and tell you what makes it different and what makes it stand out from the others in the group today. So first up, the DermRays Revive laser. This is an awesome laser. I use it all over my face, the sides of my neck. You can use it on the back of your hands. I also use this one specifically on my hooded eyes. This is a heat-based laser. It is the strongest laser in my collection in terms of the output. So this one is a 1064 nanometer laser, and the energy density or the output is 10 joules per centimeter squared. It is stronger than the NIRA, and it treats so many skin concerns. I have the list right in front of me here. It firms and lifts the skin, tightens the skin, reduces wrinkles, fades spots, fades acne scars, smooths texture, evens out skin tone, and reduces redness. So it really does it all. It's so easy to use. You do have to plug this one in, so it's a little bit more bulky, and it's not great for travel, but I usually use this when I'm in my bathroom in front of the mirror, so I don't mind plugging it in, and I like it because I plug it in and I know I have it at full power. I don't have to worry about if the battery's charged. It doesn't bother me at all, but I don't travel with this because it is pretty heavy and bulky. This laser is a little bit bulkier, but the trade-off is that you get a really great cooling mechanism. So with every laser pulse, you feel a cooling pulse so that it's very comfortable to use. There are 3 levels on this laser, and I use it on level 3, the highest level, but you can use level 1 or 2 if you have more sensitive skin. I don't have any discomfort when I'm using this laser. The 1064 nanometer wavelength will stimulate collagen in the dermis to smooth out fine lines and wrinkles, but it also targets melanin in your skin. I have a lot of hyperpigmentation and melasma, mostly on my cheeks area, and this laser specifically targets those spots. So this is why I love using this laser, because not only am I smoothing out my 11s, my forehead lines, my crow's feet, tightening up the skin around my mouth, under my chin, my jawline, and the sides of my neck, and my hooded eyes, I'm also able to target my pigment. So this is a really great laser if you're looking to tighten your skin, smooth out fine lines and wrinkles, and brighten up pigment. It's so fast and easy to use. You don't need to use any gel, as I mentioned earlier. You can get done with your whole face and neck in just about 2 minutes. It is so fast. You just glide it across your face. And when I do my hoods, I only use it on the orbital bone. I will push up the skin and pulse the laser just on my orbital bone, because you don't want to use this laser anywhere near the eyeball because it is heat-based. You have to be really careful. So you can do your crow's feet and your orbital bone, but you don't want to get it really close to your eye. So that's a difference from the other lasers today. You cannot use it really close to your eye, but you can use it above your eye on your hooded eyes if you can get the head of the laser to fit in here, which I can. You don't have to use this laser every single day because it is very strong. That makes sense. For the first few weeks when you get it, you're using it a few times a week, and there's a sliding scale that comes in the manual. Once you get done with that upfront period, you can use it 1 to 2 times a month, and that is incredible that you only need to use it that infrequently to maintain your results, and it makes it such an attractive laser. For me personally, I continue to use it more frequently, 3 times a week, because I am treating my hooded eyes and my pigment, and I don't have sensitive skin. DermRays said that that's fine. I can follow a different schedule, but I'm only doing it on my entire face and neck once a week. Then I'm doing my hoods twice a week and my pigment 3 times a week, just because I had a recent pigment flare. I've been working on brightening it up with this laser, and it's been working really well. So I'm really impressed, and it is clinically proven to brighten pigment. So I can say that is true. It actually does a really good job of that. If you don't have sensitive skin and you're treating the same skin concerns that I am, you can feel free to follow the schedule that I follow. But it all depends on what you're trying to treat and how your skin is reacting to the laser treatments. The price for this laser is $7.99 US, but it's $100 off on the site right now, which brings it down to $6.99. And as I mentioned earlier, for October only, through the end of this month, they are offering $140 off, which is higher than normal. Previously it was $130 off, but they're doing $140 off through the end of the month. So it's a great time to shop this laser if you've had your eye on it. It does come with a 2-year warranty and a 90-day money-back guarantee. And again, I encourage you to go to the website and read all of the fine print for all of these lasers today before you shop, just to make sure you're comfortable with everything and there are no surprises when you get the laser. Next up, I want to move on to the LYMA laser. I have 2 of the LYMA lasers. This is the original version that I've had for a long time. And then this is the Pro laser that I just got very recently. These lasers are the exact same technology. This is 1 laser and this is 3 lasers in 1. So it's like you're using 3 of these original lasers on your face at the same time, which is so awesome. See how you can see there's like 3 lasers in the Pro? These are both LLLT, or low level laser therapy. They have an 808 nanometer laser with a 500 milliwatt power output, and they are both a cold laser. So that makes these very different from all the other lasers today, because the other ones are heat-based lasers. This is truly a cold laser. So if you have any concerns with heat, if you just don't want to use heat for whatever reason, the LYMA is your pick. I really love that you can use this laser on your lips. So if you want to rejuvenate and plump up your lips, you can absolutely do that. I would not do that with a heat-based laser. I've had this one for a really long time, the original. I gave up using it because it was taking so long. It was taking me 30 minutes every single day to finish my treatment, and I would do my entire face and my lips and the sides of my neck. I gave up on it because the results take a long time to show up, because it is so gentle in that it is low-level laser therapy. The results will be really good, but you have to wait a really long time for them to show up. At least 30 days, sometimes 60 or 90 days to see really great results. It can be a little frustrating and hard to stay motivated, and I gave up. But now that I have the LYMA Pro, I can get done with my whole face in 10 minutes. So I just glide it across my whole face and my lips and the sides of my neck, and it's done in 10 minutes. And this laser comes with a built-in timer. So at every 3-minute mark, it's going to blink, because you can do 3-minute holds. So if you want to work on your 11s, you can hold it here, and at the 3-minute mark, it will blink. So you know it's time to move it onto your lips. You could do each sides of your mouth here to target the jowls area, or your marionette lines, nasolabial folds. Whatever you want to target extra, you can hold it there for 3 minutes, or you can just glide it across your whole face and the sides of your neck and set your own timer. It's totally up to you, but this is so awesome to have 3 lasers in one and get done with your treatments so fast. I have been using this and the results are incredible. I really love the laser. If you can afford it, I say go for it. But I generally like to recommend you use it with another device in tandem with it, so that you don't lose motivation, because the results do take a really long time to show up. So it's nice to have something else that you can use with it. And you can use any other device with this, because this is a cold laser. You can use any other device, any heat-based device, any radio frequency or heat-based laser or LED mask or microcurrent. Anything will play well with this device because it's LLLT. And that's another reason why I really like to recommend this, because it plays well with all of your other devices, all of your skincare. It's not causing any damage to your skin cells. This laser smooths out wrinkles, helps with pigmentation, it tightens your skin, it smooths out scars, and the LYMA laser works really well to brighten up my pigment. The first time I tested the original laser, it did a really good job at brightening up a pigment flare that I got when I was in Greece because I was out in the sun, and my melasma flares from heat in addition to sun and hormone fluctuations. So it worked really well to brighten up my pigment, and since I've been using the Pro, it works really well to brighten up another recent pigment flare that I got from heat and hormones again. These do work really well for brightening up my pigment, which is another reason why I really like to use them. And you can use it on your neck and your jowls. You can use it all over your face and the sides of your neck and your hands, but the main difference of this laser is that you can use it right over your lips. That's a really awesome feature of this laser. You can use it on your hooded eyes, which I've been doing. It's a little difficult because it's so large. I think the smaller one is easier to do on your hooded eyes, but it definitely is doable. And same thing goes for the under eye area. You can use this all the way under your eye because it's cold. You don't have to worry about the delicate under eye area, and you can get in pretty close, but it's hard to do that with the Pro. It's much easier to get under the eye with the original. So those are just some of the differences between these lasers. Even though they're the same technology, it's a little bit easier to use this in the smaller areas, and they are really heavy. Like this one is heavy, but since I get done with it in 10 minutes, it doesn't bother me at all. And it does say in the manual that you use it every single day for 12 weeks, and then after that 12-week period is over, you can drop down to 3 times a week. So that's pretty incredible. 3 times a week, 10 minutes for me. You can use it longer than 10 minutes if you want, but I'm just doing 10 minutes. 3 times a week, 10 minutes. That's a great schedule for a device. Anything I don't have to use every single day is great for me, so I get a break. And I keep everything in a calendar to stay on track because I am using so many devices all the time. The LYMA laser is cordless, so you do have to charge it up. But once it's charged, you just grab it and go. So it's really nice to just bring with you as you're watching TV or listening to a podcast. You don't have to be tethered to a cord in front of a mirror, so that's really nice. I like to use it at the end of my day when I'm winding down for bedtime, I just grab it and use it in my bed right before I go to sleep. I like that I can do that and I don't have to worry about it being plugged in. And it comes with this really nice stand that you can keep it in to charge it up with the cord here, and it's magnetic. It's a really, really nice luxury device. And speaking of luxury, the price tag sure is luxury. The original laser is $2,700 and the Pro is $6,000. Very rarely do these go on sale. If I ever do have a code for these, you can check my website shop page where I always have codes listed. Fingers crossed for any deals this year for Black Friday, but as for now, neither of these are on sale and they are very expensive. Now you do need to have some skincare on your face in order for the laser to glide across your face easily. You can use this facial spray and gel that they provide. They're very nice products, but once those run out, you can use your own skincare. I like to layer on a lot of different serums and oils to really get the benefit of using this laser during those 10 minutes. Those products provide a lot of slip, and it just feels so luxurious to use this laser with that skincare. And I love that you can use any skincare you want. You can use oil, because you're not conducting any current, you're just penetrating light into your skin, so you don't have to worry about oil blocking any current. So you can use oil, you can use serums, you can use anything you want. Another thing that makes this laser different is that you can use it on your body. Because it's larger, it would be suitable to use on your arms if you have crepey skin, on your knees. You could use it on spider veins, you could use it on your butt, on your legs, anywhere that you want to improve the skin. I haven't personally done that, but there are some really great before and after photos on the website. The only places I don't use this laser are on the center of my throat here or near my heart on my chest. These lasers do come with a 2-year warranty, but there are no returns allowed unless you haven't opened it. So if you bought it or somebody gifted it to you and you want to return it, it has to be unopened. But I do recommend these lasers. I do really love using them, and they are in my beauty device routine still to this day. Next, moving on to the NIRA laser. I have been using the NIRA laser for years and years and years. I first was using the NIRA precision laser, and I was using it around my eyes here to lift and tighten my hooded eyes and to smooth out my under eye, and it is awesome. It works really well. It does definitely lift up my hooded eyes. And then they launched the Pro and then the Pro Plus, which was renamed the Pro 2nd Gen because it's the latest version. And this you can use all over your face and the sides of your neck and your chest, which is different from the other lasers, and the back of your hands. Similar to the Revive laser, the NIRA lasers are heat-based, but they use a different wavelength. They are 1450 nanometer wavelength lasers. Now these lasers are clinically proven to smooth fine lines and wrinkles, and I find them to work the best around the eye area. You can use it all over your face, around your mouth, your cheeks, your jawline, under the chin here, sides of neck, chest, back of hands. You can use it to smooth out wrinkles, you can use it to brighten up dark spots and improve skin texture. The Pro is stronger, so it has more output, it has a higher energy density, and the heads are different sizes, as you can see here. So the Precision here is for harder to reach areas, smaller areas, more delicate areas, and the Pro is for the rest of your face. Even though this is heat-based, you can use it right under your eye here. I like to use it right here on the inner corner of my eye to brighten up the eye area here, and you can use it around your whole eye here to lift and tighten your hooded eyes, to work on your crow's feet and brighten up the under eye and do it around your entire eye. It fits really nicely in the eye area. You can use it on your nasolabial folds, your marionette lines, around the perimeter of your lip to treat lip lines, and it works really well to get into those small areas, whereas the NIRA Pro is better to use on the rest of your face. You can use it in those same areas. It's a little harder to get into the under eye area. I couldn't fit this laser on my hoods. When I was using the NIRA on my hooded eyes, I was using the Precision because it works so much better for me based on the surface area that I have here. But I'm using the Revive on my hooded eyes because it's stronger and you don't have to use it as often. So that's a recent switch that I've made. Now these lasers don't require any gel. You can get done with your treatments so fast. I think it's about 2 minutes to get done with your whole eye area, and with the Pro, you can get done with your face and your neck and your chest in 10 minutes, I would say. Maybe it takes 2 to 3 minutes to do your whole face, and then your neck, you could add like another minute, and then your chest a few more minutes based on how much surface area you're working with, but it's very fast. If you want to maximize your results with these lasers, you have to use them every single day on an ongoing basis. You can use them both twice a day if you want to maximize your results. So that's a pretty big time commitment, but I do like that they're cordless so that you charge them up and you can take them with you on the go. They're very easy to travel with, very lightweight. They do not have a cooling mechanism. However, they do have multiple comfort levels so that you can adjust it based on what's most comfortable for you, because it should not hurt. It is heat-based and there is no cooling mechanism, but you should use a level that does not hurt. I didn't find the NIRA lasers to do a very good job at brightening up my pigment, although other customers have reported that it does brighten up their pigment. It didn't do much for me personally. Even though you use these lasers on clean, dry skin, you have to be really careful to deeply hydrate your skin afterwards, because this laser works by heating the water in the dermis. And so after you get done with these lasers, you have to use a hyaluronic acid serum and a really moisturizing cream to lock in that serum to make sure your skin doesn't dry out from the treatments. A lot of people complain that their skin looked worse or their skin was really dry because you have to use skincare very diligently. The NIRA Precision is $449, but I do have a code to help you save at checkout. The Pro is $649, but again, I also have a code that you can use at checkout. These lasers have a 1-year warranty, and they both come with a 90-day money-back guarantee. So if it doesn't work out for you, you can return it, get your money back. I want to point out that none of these lasers cause facial fat loss. I get asked that in almost every single video I make. So I just want to bring it up again and say, no, they're not going to melt the fat in your face. I've been using these all for years, and I still have all of my facial fat. They are for at-home use, FDA cleared, clinically proven, so you don't have to worry about that. So now that we've gone over how all of the lasers are different, I have a little summary here that I've written to further help you decide which laser will be the best for you, in case you're still wondering. So my overall pick for this audience is the DermRays Revive laser, because it is the best value. It is just so much more attainable than the LYMA Pro. This is just such an expensive device. So realistically, for most of you watching, this one is going to be more attainable and it's the best value because it's the strongest laser in the collection. It is so easy to use and you will see results very quickly when compared to the other lasers today. If you're looking to smooth and tighten your skin, this is a great pick. And if you have hooded eyes that you're trying to lift and tighten, another reason I love this. And if you have hyperpigmentation and melasma like me, I recommend it even more because it works so well on pigment. My luxury pick for today, obviously, is the LYMA Pro. If you have unlimited budget, go for the LYMA Pro. It is awesome, but it is $6,000. So I really love that it does everything that the Revive does, but with zero damage and no heat. So it is going to be great for tightening the skin and brightening up pigment, but it is very expensive and the treatment times are longer and you'll have to wait a little longer to see results. So you have to be really patient. If you have the budget, go for the LYMA Pro. If you have an unlimited budget, like money is truly no object and you can buy whatever you want, I would do what I'm doing. I would use the Revive all over your face and your neck and your hoods. I would use the LYMA Pro all over your face and your neck and your lips. And then I would use the NIRA Precision for the under eyes right here to brighten up and tighten and smooth out the inner corners of your eyes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using all 3 of these since I have them all. So this is my unlimited budget pick. My no heat pick obviously would be the LYMA laser because these are cold lasers. If you want to avoid heat, go for the LYMA. My travel pick would be the LYMA laser. Probably the original because the Pro is quite heavy. I have traveled abroad with my original LYMA laser and I had no problem and I loved using it. You just have to make sure you bring your charger with you so you can keep it charged up. My budget travel pick would be the NIRA because these are cordless and very lightweight, very easy to travel with. And if you don't have the budget for the LYMA, then go for the NIRA if you need something for when you're traveling. So I think that covers it all. If you still have questions, please drop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to help you out. And I want to know, which lasers are you shopping this holiday season? Which ones do you already have? And which ones are you shopping this holiday season? I'm very curious because I have a whole bunch of videos coming up and I'm just curious to see which videos you're going to be most excited for because I have so many I have to make. I'm going to be very busy this holiday season. But that is all I have for you today, and I thank you so much for watching. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like, share with a friend, leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of those holiday videos, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!